You know who Gail Pooley is?
No, I have no idea.
I love it. When he doesn't know somebody, it gets me even more excited.
Yeah, well, this guy's gonna get real popular, I bet. No, Pooley, not Pulley. Gail Pulley's a good guy. Come on.
No, it's okay. Val is dumb.
There he is.
Yes.
He's an American economist and professor and a stinking Mormon.
Kurt.
Goddamn
Fuck him.
Mormons.
Yo, fuck him.
Mormons are the devil.
J.R. Sweet. I keep telling
Mormon monarch, baby.
people, look this guy's thing up. I left a copy of his book in Rogan's studio last time I showed up. Because it's called Mormon Monarch. And that butterfly you saw. Okay?
Right.
Mormons especially were really good for CIA work. You know that?
Oh, because they already go around the world?
Yeah, same as Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh.
Now, Jehovah's Witnesses, you're not supposed to join the military or any of that shit.
Yeah.
So I was surprised. I'm like, why would that be? But then I realized, it's the perfect cover. You're politically neutral and you travel all over the world and you have a reason that's not some kind of intrigue.
Right.
And I bet a Jehovah's Witness, you get real sincere Pollyanna. You don't know what, you know? So that's a perfect thing. Of course, the intel thing. This stuff I figured out, like, after a long time and not figuring, you know what I mean? It's not like, you can find this out very easily. I just want to say.
Right. Okay.
So the Mormons, if you saw Inherent Vice with what's his name, hair lip, he's a good actor, hair lip Joker. The guy who played the Joker.
Jared Leto?
No, the
Ledger?
good one.
Ledger?
Okay. Ledger? Wait, Joaquin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not part 2, but he has a hair lip. Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, Joaquin. Well, yeah. He does have a hair lip.
Yeah, well,
I
hair lip Joker.
didn't think about it.
Young.
I love these guys.
I forget why I even brought it up now.
You know what's so funny? We brought you. The reason why we brought you is because Derek knows nothing.
He's the star of that movie, and he plays a private detective in the 60s, and the FBI offer him a Book of Mormon. It's a joke from Thomas Pynchon about how many Mormons are feds. You know, because they don't.
The amount, like J.R. Sweet, I read him before I even heard Kurt talking about him. I've been on this Mormon thing. You've heard me for years now, so I know exactly what he's talking about. And then Project Artichoke came out. I was in a sub-project of MK Ultra when I was at Project Morningstar. It's the CIA's war against drugs.
Don't do drugs or drink or smoke, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And they're obedient to a fault, I would say.
It's like drug treatment,
right?
prison.
So that's
Yeah.
why they make good employees. And then, here's the
Where
best
I'd got
part.
in trouble.
Those ones that are nice, or some of whom are...
And it's managed by the Mormons, and the Mormons are the lawyer. And I didn't realize, and I looked into all this stuff, and it fucking freaked me out because I didn't know all these people around me were in a fucking doomsday cult.
Friends of mine, the nice dumb ones.
Friends I dated,
that's the right-hand
doomsday
path.
cult members.
They
didn't
got
know
a
it.
left-hand path. The left-hand path of God. A lot of people don't know that. I found out from J.R. Sweet. And the left-hand path of God is the shortest path to the top of the world to run the world. And that's why, if you see a Mormon...
Here, this is how I know what other countries feel like. I dated two girls. One that was a Mormon, and one that was maybe Mormon, and one that was a Jehovah's Witness for sure. Stephanie, and somebody once said that that's a doomsday cult, right? And I was like, and if you would have told me I dated a girl in a doomsday cult, I would have said no, I haven't. But to another country, that's how they would frame that, and they could put that in the news, and they wouldn't be lying, and I wouldn't even know it. And I have a feeling that's exactly what other countries are like when they do stuff. They don't even know what they're doing either. They're just like, oh, I am in a doomsday cult. But it's like 3 people, and they don't even know what's going on. They're just like me and you, I think, is what I prove. So in my head, so I think about all the time is like, when you wake up out of the cult, it's weird.
In the CIA or any of them, that's a left-hand path Mormon. That's a fuck.
Nobody in a cult has ever thought they're in a cult. They just think they're in a church. A Lutheran or a freaking Mennonite or a Hooterite or a whatever. They're all cults.
Fucked up motherfucker. So think about MK Ultra, a mind control program we know exists.
Some are more credentialed than others, we'll say that, and more like Catholic is better than, not better, but more. There's a lot of people that can just open up a church. We'll just leave those names out of this because I don't want to offend people.
MK Monarch, which we also know existed. The names have already been disclosed.
Most of them are con men.
I was surprised to find out, but nobody ever heard of it. And then you take something like Scientology, Mormonism,
in my mind.
The Nexium dick-sucking cult, the fucking whatever.
Nexium, I know that shit. Yeah.
It's all mind control. What are we experimenting with? Why are we...
All of it's mind control. So is treatment. They had to go to stinking thinking class and criminal minds and I had cognitive behavior therapy. It was all MK Ultra. It's not just LSD, and it's the therapy and the incentives, and it's everything. Just trying to control behavior.
Why do we do like fake QAnon movements? We're experimenting with movements.
I never ever talked about QAnon. I'm super proud of that. It turned out it was Epstein. You never ever heard me ever talk about QAnon. I've been talking about every conspiracy under the sun. Super proud of that.
To control you. Little fucking matrices. There's not like the matrix. You get to create your matrix.
Design your matrix.
I just got to get you going with some hypnotic talk enough to get your brain going. Are you